guys, what is going on? It's Allison here, and today I'm coming guys with a little bit of a texture pack review. And what this review is Faithful's Reborn animated. So that means textures are animated, and I really like this texture. I'm probably actually going to be using this from now on, and also because it's not one of those texture packs that, at least for me, that makes me lag. I don't know if it'll make you lag or not, but it doesn't make me lag. So anyways, let's get to this review. Okay, so what we actually, hold on. Oops, sorry about this. Whoopsies, not O. 0. Okay, so pretty much what we have here. Now I need to make it daytime, and oh yeah, speaking of which, while it's day, okay, so you can see the sun. The sun for sure is in HD. If you guys don't know what Faithful is pretty much the default texture, only things are HD, which I think is really cool, and I really like it, just because I think it looks really nice. And with this texture pack, as you guys can probably already tell, it's animated, and a lot of the plants have like this like flowy effect, like there's wind, which I think is really cool. So here are like the trees, they go back and forth, and then like in the leaves you can even see that they kind of like sway. So like if you're gonna like look at a tree from over here, if you kind of look at it from a far distance, it kind of actually looks like it's moving, kind of like it does with when you have shaders, with some settings on shaders, which I really like. I think that's really cool. And then here again is like the grass and flowers and more flowers to show that it also works for like tall plants, and it's even like you can see it a lot more in the taller plants, which is really nice. There's some more leaves and stuff. The torch is also like really animated, like a lot more. I can't remember what the other one looked like, but I'm pretty sure the other one was like really basic and boring. And then here's some more flowers and stuff. Here's the lava. The lava looks like a lot different, which I really like. I really like it. I think it looks really cool. This is pretty much just like normal, like Faithful. So like the swords look like this. They like look a lot longer and more narrow. And then like that's the bow for that. So this is what you have like for the lava. It looks like more realistic, I guess you could say, but it still like kind of looks like Minecraft lava, and the animations. And then with the water, this is also a little bit more it also looks more realistic too, and it has like the shiny-ish kind of effect like you'd see like in swimming pools, which I really think is cool. And then that's how it looks like when it's flowing. Here are some blocks that I know, like just main blocks that you'd see in Minecraft, and whoops, what they look like now. And then I think the fence post to me looks like really HD, which I really like. It looks really realistic in HD. And then the jukebox is also another item. I noticed that it was changed a lot and looks also a lot more HD. But those are just kind of like some things. These are like the animated things, like the newer animated things, which I think are really cool. And like I said, it kind of like, I kind of mentioned this before, I like the whole like kind of like shaders effect, because like it doesn't really give like a shaders effect as in lighting wise, but it gives like the movement like some shader packs do, which I really like. And even though I can't run shaders on my own computer, I really like it just because it kind of like gives that effect. And personally for me, with my computer, with my crap computer, I don't get any frame drops. I do have a Mac, and on average with Optifine, I think I can run like maybe like 100, 120 frames, but that's just like my frames. It has like nothing really to do with like if my computer is good or not. But this is pretty much what I have for the new animations for it, except for there's also the witch over there, which has an animation, which I'll show you guys later. But yeah, anyways, these are like the newer blocks, I think, that they like edited a little bit from like the original Faithful resource pack. And then so here are some items that are also animated, which is really cool. Like the blaze rod, it has like the little like glowy thing every few seconds. The ender pearl does the weird little like, it has the lighting change to it, which is really awesome. And then the Eye of Ender actually blinks at you, which is it actually reminds me of cat, I'm not gonna lie. And like if you want to like make like a cat mural on your wall, and you want to have like use ender eyes as your eyes on the cat mural, which I've seen people do before, it can blink at you too, which is even cooler. Like right now you know it's staring at you. The slime is just dripping because it's slime and liquid, and yeah. I don't really know if this is true or not, but I feel like I could be wrong on this, but I think even though like potion effects, enchantment bottles, and apples, and including enchanted books, which I forgot to put on here, even though they already kind of like glow like this, but I feel like it was a lot more enhanced, and it's just like the glowing to it is like a lot more noticeable. And it's just, I think it might be a little bit different. I can't tell. I could be wrong on that though. And then also, if you didn't notice, like the fish also looks a little different and more HD. Same with like other foods in here, like the cooked salmon and some of these other foods just look a lot more HD. And then the rotten flesh actually has flies flying around it, which I didn't notice actually until I was looking through this, because I've been playing around with the texture pack for a while now. And I actually just noticed this when I was setting this all up. So I think that's really cool. Anyway, so that's kind of what you have for like the animated items and all that stuff. I'll show you guys the mobs that were updated a little bit from the original Faithful resource pack. Like I said before, if you guys don't know what Faithful is, it's pretty much just basic Minecraft, only HD. And I enjoy that because I like Minecraft and I like the default texture. It just, I feel like it's too like blocky, and this is a 64 I think by 64 texture, and with it being like too blocky, I don't know, I don't really like it that much. And with this, it kind of gives you like that HD effect of it that's realistic but still feels like Minecraft, because texture packs that are too realistic, I just feel like they don't feel as much like Minecraft as like this does, just because it still looks like the original texture, just a lot more HD and a little bit more realistic, which is cool. Anyways, so if we get on over to the creeper, you can see the creeper has a lot more detail to it. It pretty much looks exactly the same, except there's a lot more like shading and stuff within its skin. Same with like the skeleton, and you can see like the bow is also still textured like the normal bow is. The zombie also is a lot more HD. You can like, it even kind of like the shading of it just kind of like blends outwards instead of just being like big boxes. Here's the spider. The spider looks actually a lot more realistic now that I look at it closer. Yeah, I don't like spiders. I don't like you. Okay, here's the zombie pigment. Again, kind of the same with the other mobs, is that it's just a lot more shaded. It's a lot shaded better, and it just looks a lot more HD. And then the cave spider looks a lot like the other spider, only it's like blue and smaller. Anyways, so that's kind of with those mobs. Here's the blaze. The blaze, again, is kind of the same, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone was ringing like multiple of times. I didn't know if it was an emergency or anything, so I had to go check it out. Okay, anyways, so yeah, the blaze is pretty much about the same. Again, it's just more like shaded, but it is like a lot more noticeable. And then now here with the witch is kind of like also the zombie, like where the shading is a lot like, well, it's still noticeable, but it's just like a lot less. But here, come on, witch, look at me. Look at me. Do you see its nose? Its nose is like moving and it's animated and it's really cool. I don't know why, but I found like this a really cool animated texture of it, just because it's like the like witch itself that can move has like a moving part. I don't know. I find that really cool within Minecraft. I don't know why. Here's the bat. I noticed the bat actually is also a lot more shaded. And then the wolf, this wolf is actually mad at me because I had to punch it like into the cage because I accidentally spawned on top of the fence, so it's mad at me. But this is the wolf, again, more shaded. The mushroom I feel like looks like, I don't know, it looks more shaded but looks like a lot more noticeable. I feel like it looks more like kind of like a simple kind of texture where it's like all one color but it still has shading. I don't really know how to explain it, but that's what it reminds me of, because it doesn't look like as complex as like these other ones do. I feel like this one just looks like basic. And then the pig's face, actually now that I look at it, I don't think the pig looks that much different, so never mind. Again, sheep, a little bit more shaded within the like wool. The cow reminds me of the mushroom. It's a lot like basic. And then the chicken I think looks really weird. It has like, whoops, it has like these weird like shape things on it. Like, it looks like it has like shapes on it, even though when you look close you can tell there's like feathers individual. And the head has like this checkerboard pattern on it, which I think is really weird. There's the egg. Okay, but yeah, I don't really know what's up with that, but that's kind of that part. And look at that, the trees grew. Oh gosh, I had like the things on top of them in the beginning because I had this up, and the trees grew while I was working on this other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys with this texture. And again, I think it looks really cool just because again, it's like the HD. And look at the moon also. I kind of completely forgot to show you this, but like look at the moon. I think the moon looks like beautiful. I don't know why, but I just love the moon on here, just because like of how like HD it is, and I honestly think it looks so realistic, which I love having the sky look realistic. I don't know, I don't like having any of this stuff look realistic, but I love the sky. And the only two things I think I would change on this mod, I mean not this mod, on this texture pack, are when you're in fire, have the fire be lower, just for like reasons if like, you're like in PvP and it's like really annoying just to have it there, or just because it literally fills up like half your screen, and I think it's really annoying. And the sky, just because I like the like galaxy like realistic kind of effect to it. And obviously this one doesn't give it off because it is off of default texture pack, just more HD, and I don't think they're gonna add that in just because if like someone wanted it, they could add it themselves. So I might get those I might do those changes myself sometime in the future, but other than that, that's kind of like what I would do. And this is just like the texture pack in general, and I really like it, and I think it's really cool because like I don't know, this is the texture pack that I'm gonna be using for like the rest of the end till the end of time. No, I'm kidding. But this is the texture pack that I'm gonna be using from now on. Unless if I'm in unless if I'm using 1.6, because this texture pack actually can't, oh gosh, I think got away. This texture pack actually can't work for any version other than 1.7 and up. So, and hold on, I'll show you guys in just 1 second after I'm done killing those mobs. I don't know why I killed them, I just felt like killing them. Anyways, but I'll show you why. It's because it requires 2 different texture packs actually. And what these are, this is the animated version of it, and then this is just the original Faithful pack. And if you guys like say like, oh, I already have the Faithful pack, and like I don't want to download this one, because in the link down below it will say it will show 2 different ones. It'll show like Faithful Reborn animated, and it'll show like original Faithful or whatever. Download both of them. Even if you already have the original Faithful texture pack, I would download both of them just because I think I had a different kind of Faithful texture pack, or I had some other like Faithful texture, and I put it in and I used it with this animated one because I'm like, hey, I already have it, and I used it, and like some weird things were going on. Like I think like the dead bush in it wasn't working right, and then some things were animated, some things weren't. The leaves weren't showing animation, but the grass was, and some flowers weren't. I don't know, it was really weird. But make sure you have both of them over here when you're doing that too. If you guys don't know how to do a resource, like put in a resource pack, pretty much all you have to do is just like find your Minecraft folder. And if you guys don't know how to find that, then I don't know what to tell you, because I have a Mac and it's different. But if you just drag the resource pack right into the resource pack folder in your Minecraft folder, and by doing that, you should show up with these 2. At least I think that's how it works. I don't know. I have a Mac, so it might be different. But you'll show up with these 2. And I would recommend having this one at top, because I know this one's the newer one, and I'd rather have these textures overlap the older textures. Like, I don't know if it matters or not, but make sure you have both of them, because without this one, some things won't be textured, and I'll show you guys right now. I think it'll look like kind of weird. Like, look, the glass isn't textured. I can't really actually, the fence isn't textured. I don't think the logs on the trees are textured. The top of the grass is textured, but the bottom isn't, which is really weird. The mobs aren't textured. This stuff isn't textured. This stuff is, and it's really weird just because something, like, these are moving. And like this stuff is working fine, but like this stuff is just weird. I actually haven't tried it if I only use this one. What does this do? This just, back to game. Okay, so this pretty much just textures everything the other one didn't, I think, because I don't think the I don't think the leaves are textured at all. To be honest, I can't really tell. I think, wait, are the leaves textured? The leaves might be a little textured. I honestly cannot tell, because wait. I don't think they are. I don't think these or the logs are textured. So that's what will happen if you just use like one of one or whatever. But if you're gonna like be on a server or use something that requires 1.6.4, I would recommend just getting normal Faithful texture pack, which you can just like Google or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to actually get that myself because I ended up cleaning out my whole entire folder of texture packs. So I'll have to get that for when I use 1.6.4 for a modded thing that I'm going to be doing soon. But anyways, I think that's all I wanted to show you guys. And yeah, but this is the Faithful Reborn texture pack, and I'm pretty sure it's a texture pack, not a resource pack, because I'm not really sure what the difference is. I think the difference is like texture packs comes with new sounds, but I'm not 100% sure if this one does come with new sounds. It's labeled texture pack, so I'm just gonna call it a texture pack. So I'm sorry if I'm wrong on that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this texture pack review, and don't forget I'm also gonna be using it. So if you guys like are always curious of what I'm using, this is what it is. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give me some feedback. But I will see you guys next time. Bye!